What is up, everybody? Back again, another night on this week. So, there's a special reason I'm coming on because we got a preview show that we have to add to the week as we are coming into another fantastic weekend of wrestling, especially here in the South Carolina area. We have a show coming up called Bad Vibes. Now, this is going to be in Columbia, Lexington, South Carolina area, and the reality is this conversation has come up multiple times in multiple avenues, multiple venues. I see it a lot, and a lot of the same promoters and promotions are saying the same things. Man, we put out info, we put out cards, we put out details, and a lot of people are sharing it. You know, that's one great thing about PCW that goes a long way. I feel is, man, they're one of the higher drawing shows in the region, and they get that because they and their talent share it out there. So, without further ado, whenever I get the thumbs up from the man himself, we're going to bring him on. We're going to be talking to Shane Dorr, and we're going to be talking about Palmetto Championship Wrestling's upcoming show this weekend. We're going to talk Bad Vibes. Now, once again, man, it's here he is, and sir, it's an honor to have you join me.
Yes, sir. Always an honor. Good to see you again.
Man, great to see you. I will see you this Saturday for sure. I'm looking forward to that. I just need to know where a good place to eat is down there.
What kind of food do you need to move for? You want some pizza?
No. We got to go up a little higher in class. This is I'm taking my wife out for her birthday dinner this weekend, and I need to step a pretty good game on that one. So,
you're gonna look for a place called Alodia's, Alodia.
Okay,
that's the place to go, man.
What's that? Is that Italian or?
It's Italian.
Oh, there we go. That'll work well. That's predominantly what I cook in the house anyway. But man, so yeah, that works for me. So go ahead, man, lay it out there. What do we got coming up this weekend?
Man, Bad Vibes. Coming off last month, man. A hot crowd, 320 plus people. I should clarify, it was 320 tickets, so there was definitely more than that at its high point. Following up with that dramatic finish, between Ethan Case when getting his prestigious pony cut off. Yeah, so we're gonna have to see where that goes. With Donnie Ray. So we got it's gonna be hot, man. It's gonna be booming again.
Man, I can't wait to see where that goes. And like I said the last time, Donnie Ray is probably one of the best heels in this area. Just naturally drawing heat. And I spoke to Chris Vallo at Pro Wrestling Union last weekend, and I said there are two heels in this area that are pure heat drawers. And he said, God, I hope I'm one of them. I said, you're number two. And he was like, who's number one? I'm like, Donnie. I'm like, I ain't never seen nobody come out be so universally hated as I have Donnie, other than when they were elected our previous president. So
hey, Donnie, his name was Donnie too.
Yeah, look at that. But I gotta say this about Donnie Ray because I'll probably never get the chance to say it in a ring. But it's interesting to learn the middle name of one of our childhood figures. Donnie Thornberry with that damn hair, and he gets in there, and that's him. So now we know, ladies and gentlemen, Nickelodeon's Donnie Thornberry. His middle name is Donnie Ray, and look at him all grown up now. He's a professional wrestler. Hot damn.
God, you can't write that, man.
Oh no, I wrote that. So yes, I can write that. I can say it. I hope Donnie hears this because I know he's going to give me a ration of hell when he sees me in the crowd. Hey, pimpin', I'll be front and center. Don't you worry. I will be there. So that's already done. That's a done deal. Leave approved. Tickets on the phone. I will see you front and center, brother. So please go ahead. Insult me. I love it.
But yeah, man, it's gonna be good stuff, man. I can't believe it's here already, man. It just time flew by, a month already, and
here's what's wild. You guys garner so much attention, but there's almost nothing out there about a card. Nobody knows who the talent's going to be there, going to be featured. Nobody knows anything. And that's kind of one thing I wanted to bring up, even with you, whether it was with you or with Ethan. If Ethan shows up, hallelujah, because I want to talk PWA. I want to talk about the academy, man, the cult of the academy. But that's what it is. You guys have garnered such a uh, atmosphere that the show itself is the draw.
Yeah, man, it's all, and of course it's all organic, man. It's the crowd that comes to the shows. And I'm sorry if you hear my kid hollering in the background. You know how that goes. But
Yep.
yeah, I mean, it's just amazing to have that organic response. Without there's, we can only fit so many people in that building anyway, and we're going to do our best not to turn people away. But if we got to stand them in, we're going to stand them in. But the word of mouth is the best word of promotion, man. And we've always followed that recipe for our success of our shows is, you go out there, you treat the people with respect, you give them the best product you can put forward, and they're going to enjoy themselves, and they're going to tell their friends and tell their family.
Right.
And it's worked. It's been a successful recipe. It's been I think word of mouth is the best thing you can do. It's better than any flyer you can slap out, better than any boosted post you can do. I just think putting on a quality product, and along with respecting the people that are involved with your company to the nth degree, I think those two things are the best things you can do. And it goes from there. Interesting fact, PCW has been a thing this is our 7th year. The most money I've ever put into promoting any show was no more than $150 ever in 7 years. Yeah, it gets quiet.
How does that work?
Man, it's word of mouth. So
you mean that's how much all right, so that's how much your over and under was. In other words,
the most I ever spent in promoting a show, between printing flyers, between boosting posts on Facebook, doing marketing materials, was $150. That's the most expensive the most money I've ever spent, because it's just unnecessary. Because once that flame gets lit and you keep fanning that flame every month from a consistent basis, you keep fanning it with a good show and a good quality product, one where people can relate to, and one where you can, you kind of yank at the many different emotions of people all in the same night, and you make them feel a certain way. There's just no need to dump all that kind of money into that kind of promotion when you could just do it organically.
Right. And that's the difference. I guess it might be a difference of population as well, because you guys have so much more room to work in that area, and there's a lot more people there. So that's also a big contributing factor. I think that's why it also does well. Like, the Greenville shows do pretty well for the same reason. Looking at places like, looking at that venue that you guys have, that's a real, man, the parking was a nightmare, but other than that, everything else was fine. I didn't care for the parking situation because I just knew my car was going to get hit. It didn't, thankfully, but I just knew my car was going to get hit and I was going to ruin my day. Because
man, we did the best we could with what we got. Hopefully you didn't have any issues.
I didn't. Dude, I hadn't had that car for a week. That's why I was just like, oh God, this parking is crap. But either way, it was there's a little one. There's a future wrestler right there.
Oh yeah, man. She's next.
Oh yeah. Dude,
by the time this age, Ethan Case would have him rolling in the ring. So,
well, I mean, hopefully Ethan Case isn't rolling into the ring in a wheelchair by that point.
Nah, I think he'd be good.
Nah, hey man, look, he's been doing it for how long now?
God, he's got to be 17 years, 18 years.
It's up there.
Yeah, for sure.
I saw some video work of him when he was younger, and I was like, holy crap! And he still moves good. And and then Morgan, the both of them together, their passion shows. It bleeds through, and I've witnessed that with my own eyes at your show and at another show where And I said it right to, Cole. I said it right to Cole when I was like,
Yep.
dude, when your wife stood beside you and you were beaten down, damn near half dead, tired, and she's like, she's just right there smiling right with you. Come on, we got this. And
Yep.
you love to see it. So, that's where I'm like, I'm all about being behind this.
Yeah, man, and they're the testament and real definition of power couple, man. I mean, they are the power couple of the indies, bro. I mean,
I
they're
got no
the
problem saying it.
dynamic, and Anthony Henry and Amber Young's another one too. Don't get me wrong; they're probably number one. But yeah,
I'm not
Ethan
sure
and
I know
Morgan,
that.
they have this amazing relationship and amazing testament of place, of where they've been throughout the relationship and their kids, and they're great parents, and it's contagious. They have the most contagious personalities and contagious smiles you could ever find in people. No matter how bad something is, no matter how bad something can get, they always look for the light in every situation. So that's something that I've learned from them.
Right. And like I say, I don't think I've ever met Morgan personally, but I've seen her post on Facebook and the way she talks, the way she handles things. And it's just like you could tell that they are all about this academy.
Oh yeah, it's
That's
the lifeblood, man. It's the lifeblood of Palmetto Championship Wrestling. To be honest with you, I mean, it's its own separate entity, of course, but I mean, without it, man, I don't know where we'd be. I don't know if we'd be, you know,
that's
because I'll never forget when I met him. Oh, it's a funny story. Can I pull back the curtain a little bit?
yeah. Oh God, do whatever
Am I
you
allowed
want
to?
it's my show. You do whatever you want.
Well, I don't even know if Ethan. I don't even know if Morgan knows the truth. Oh my God, I probably shouldn't. Hell with. So I'll never forget, man. Like years ago, this must have been maybe 16 or 2017. And Ethan and I were talking. I'd never met him before, but I was obviously very familiar with his work and very familiar with his work ethic and his mindset and love for professional wrestling. A lot of people told me good things about him. A lot of the right people told me the good things about him. And so, like, they were living in maybe Augusta, Georgia at the time. It was out of state. Maybe it was Greenville. It was somewhere hours away. And he's messaging me, and we're talking about, like, what his aspirations for professional wrestling and where he wants to go and what he wants to do. And ultimately his passion was teaching, coaching, training, bringing up people the right way in the business. And he was trained by Super Law Case, so he wanted to pass that on to other people, what he was taught. So we got talking about an academy, right? And a lot of his friends already worked for PCW at the time. So, like, we were talking about an academy in the future, and him starting a school, and it kind of came up in conversation. I might have been joking, but about him starting an academy with using the facility we had. So ultimately, to shorten the story, he before it was even official, he told his now wife Morgan that I talked to Shane in Columbia, and he's gonna let me run this training academy. And it wasn't even a thing yet. Like, we just were talking about what he wanted to do. So he told Morgan, Shane guy seems pretty decent. We're gonna start this academy in Columbia, and we're gonna move. Well, they moved without this ever being an official thing, but he was just confident in and his vision and my vision aligning, that that we would kind of be able to hit it off and help him achieve his dreams. So they moved all the way to Columbia, and she was under the impression that it was a done deal, that this academy was going to happen, and it was not even a thing. It wasn't even a thing yet. So they moved all the way to Columbia, and we met, and it went from there.
Damn, that is nuts to put it out there like that. Brian Bullet, the real deal Brian Bullet says, "What's up, bud? Hey, man." And he said, "What's up, Luke?" I don't know who Luke is, but right on. I'm not sure who Luke is, buddy. But man, as far as it goes with rolling the dice that hard, dude, that takes balls. There's no lie about
and that's
it.
what it showed to me, man. He was all in. He was all in, and that's all you ever look for in somebody. You just want, no matter what you look for or what position you're looking for, you just want somebody that's going to do it all with everything they got and put everything they have into it, and not take no for an answer or no for the final answer. And
Right.
I respect it. Here we are.
Amen. Well, it's in reality, it's no different essentially than what I'm doing right now. With this, I'm just rolling. I'm rolling dice and throwing darts at everybody, and where it sticks, and where I have a good time, I have a good time, and I keep on rolling.
That's right.
Speaking of somebody coming out, Jimmy Ward. This is AWL owner until his son turns 18. And this is Jimmy Ward. If you didn't know him, trust me, you will. he's a great dude. But he said first PCW show for me, so he's looking forward to this Saturday as well. My man Wesley Flasky up in Norfolk, Virginia, chiming in. He said, "What's up, Ron, and your guest?" So he's saying hey to you as well. Dude, the coolest thing about this on all levels has been the people I've got to meet. Wesley found my post randomly, I think one of my first shows, and he's been a friend ever since. We talk on the phone, text back and forth during all the shows. Yeah, everybody's catching an echo from your tablet there, so my bad. If you could cover the microphone a little bit, I don't know what to do with that, but it's the reverb between you and me. But it's on your side because you don't have headphones, but it's okay. Well, yeah, that works too. Perfect. Wesley said, "What's up to Jimmy as well?" But I've gotten the opportunity to go down there and meet you and Elliot, Dave, and a couple of the workers. I didn't get a chance to meet Ethan. I mean, hopefully, I changed that this weekend. I know Ethan's very reserved, but it's one of those things where I met him in 19, so I haven't seen him in years. So it's one of those things where he don't probably remember who the hell I am, or he probably didn't want to anyway, because I was the drizzling the first night. But it is what it is.
He's one of the greatest people I know, man. One of the best personalities, best friends, best role models I think I've come across as far as his business goes. So I'm thankful that you get to meet him.
Yeah, I pay a lot of attention to all the indie wrestling stuff as much as let me rephrase that. I pay a lot of attention to the indie wrestling stuff that I want to pay attention to. We'll go with that. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I saw the look. So yeah,
and I try to that.
And I shove to the side I don't want to be involved with, or the people that you don't know me, I don't know you. We're not doing friends list. This ain't how it goes.
That's it, brother.
I tried to make sure you and I had that conversation not long ago about keeping your circle small. Circles can intersect, and that's fine. But those closest to me know what's up, and that's all that matters.
Hey, man, at the end of the day, brother, regardless, right? No matter who says anything bad about you or whatever, if you ain't got haters, you're doing it wrong.
Oh, believe me, I know that, and I'm sure y'all do too. Y'all have had your fair share of them, whether it be in your own home or abroad. You have had your own fair share, and it is what it is. I don't even want to get into that.
Oh, brother, there ain't enough hours in the night.
Dude, it was funny more than it was anything. It was funny, but it is what it is. Shit happens. I don't care because it's not going to change the bottom dollar is all that matters. And that's been the big kicker, especially with what I've been trying to, say to people. No matter what happens, all this craziness going on and all these people talking all the smack they want to, it ain't going to change your turnout. It's not going to change the money that's brought into the room. And, I have had the best working relationships with the people that I'm told are the worst to work with. So look at it that way. And I continue to have great relationships with those people. Be it, people talk down about you, or people talk down about Cole, or people talk down about Jimmy. Man, the hell with that. I have had great relationships, great working relationships with the people that I was told would be miserable. And guess what? That's why I don't worry about them.
And anybody could ever say anything bad about Cole. Okay, so mirror, check, look in the mirror. You know, something's wrong.
Dude, legitimately one of the nicest people you ever wanted to meet in your life. One of the most honest people you're going to meet. And one of the, hey, look, you and I are cool. We've been cool because I looked you up out random just trying to find somebody else to talk to when I first got in because I just wanted somebody else's brain to pick. And that's how we became friends because you saw I had a passion and I reached out to you honestly like a man and said, hey, buddy, I just got questions. And Cole has been 100% one of the best people I've ever worked with. And every wrestler that you talk to that has worked with him says he's one of the best promoters to work with. I hear the same thing about you. I hear great things about Ethan. I hear good things, great things about Jimmy, Buck, and all of them. I never hear bad shit about the people I was told were going to be the worst ones to deal with. So that's what I find hilarious.
Always the source, man. You always, it is what it is, brother. I could talk hours and hours about this subject. It is what it is, man. It's been 7 years. Year 1 and 2, I'd care. Here we are 7 years later, and people don't even make it past year 1. The ones that are the quickest to throw the stone, they're closing the doors quicker too. So it is what it is.
Right. Jimmy Ward chimed in to say there will always be haters. Don't feed them. I try not to, Jimmy, because the reality is I've already learned they're trying to eat off my table. I've already figured that out, and they've already figured that out. And I had a conversation with a mutual friend of mine and Jimmy's earlier today, and he was in stitches because of yesterday's comments I made on the show. He was dying laughing. He goes, dude, where'd you get the Southern drawl from? I'm like, well, I was making fun of somebody. Who the hell is this? I ain't answering it. It's a number I don't have saved. If you're calling me right now, you need to text me and tell me who the hell you are so I can talk to you that way. Because I don't answer a phone number I don't know. Sorry about your luck.
They're calling you to tell you something bad about me.
And what's going to happen when they do that? Not a goddamn thing. It ain't going to change nothing with me. And it ain't going to change nothing with anybody that views my show. See, that's the cool thing about the people that view my show. They only view it for one or two reasons. Number one, they want to know the shows they need to attend. Or number two, they want to just hear me rag somebody out. Those are the only two reasons that they listen to the show.
Yeah, man. Like Jimmy said, you can't feed them, brother. I don't feed them. I don't even give them the time of day.
I'm not. That's why they're not on my friends list. But
well, you got a couple.
Maybe. There may be a few in there. I don't think I do. All right. Let me rephrase that then. If there is, it's because I'm being paid. Okay? We'll go. Fair enough, right?
Hey, their money's green too, brother.
Exactly. This shit all spin the same.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. Brian Gunnell said, rag me out. Brother, I actually like Brian Bullitt, dude. This cat, and he's not really well liked either. He's a wrestler, right? He's a local guy, and he's been working for God knows how long. But the dude is solid in the ring, and he treats everybody with respect that I've ever met, especially me. I mean, Jesus Christ, I'm a small-statured person. And most of these people know that they could ragdoll me with ease, physically. But they are all cool with me, so I have got nothing but respect and love for them. And I make sure that when I announce them, I announced him as a heavyweight champion, a month ago. Now, that got reversed, but that's not my business. I read what was on the card, and I read what happened in the ring. So as far as I'm concerned, he's the uncrowned champion at one of the local promotions. I'm not going to repeat this, B. Normally, I would say it.
Well, for those that can read.
Well, that's the great thing about, I guess, where we are. Some of them can't read.
Oh, is that a Southern joke?
I think so. I don't know. Michael King said the same damn thing. He said, I think I speak, or no, I said it to Michael King. I said in some places that he's gone, he's probably talked too high of an intelligence level for them to understand the words that come out of his mouth.
They boo him just because they can't understand the words.
That's what it boils down to. He speaks on a higher intellectual level. And look here, we got Scott Larson from #Truth chiming in, and he's dying. Hey, man, look. And everybody knows I always take care of Scott, man. Whenever I can, I look out for him. Anytime you got a wrestler that wants to get on a podcast and I'm not available, this dude here, 3 days a week, all about indies. That is his life.
That's the best professional wrestling you can see, brother. Everybody knows that.
Man, look, I can't talk about what we saw over the weekend yet, but that's coming tomorrow night at 8 p.m., the Roundtable Rumble. You're going to have I might have to take my shoes and socks off and count toes for how many people that are invited into this project. But we'll see how it turns out and how it pans out because, man, the last 48 hours of professional wrestling have been nothing short of astonishing.
WrestleMania week is the best week, brother. Period.
Oh, dude. And that's why I'm on air more now than I normally am either. There was even the possibility of me doing a Saturday show, but I was sick from work and was like, no, I'm not going on air. But, man, so is there any match content other than Ethan Case beating the brakes off of Donnie Ray that we can get out of this? Can you tell me who's going to be there?
I'll be there.
Okay. All right. What about my man Moody? I was super impressed with your rookie Moody. Good chance?
Hey, man, I can tell you, there's not going to be a show that the Palmetto Wrestling Academy is not there or their best students aren't featured. All right, that's all I can say about that. I mean, you can fill in that blank.
Okay.
Moody, bro. Oh, my
Dude,
God.
All right, like I said, that match completely 180'd on me because the first person y'all had come out was Florida Man. And I'm like, I looked at my wife and I said, what in the blue indie shit level of hell did we fall into? And she goes,
By God, I thought this PCW was reputable.
And she goes, well, it's a long drive home, but at least we know all the good restaurants will be open. That's exactly what she said. And by the time Moody came out, I'm like, okay, this is more promising. And then the other cat, I can't think of his name at this point, but I was like, all right, this looks a little better. And then the match was phenomenal for a debut. You couldn't have asked for anything more out of them guys. So by halftime, we were sold that we were staying all night. I'll put it that way. And Cole McAfee chimed in and said, wait, you're not Ethan Case, but I'm not mad at this. He said, hey, Shane. So, yet again, one of our favorite people, man. Timothy Godfrey, a referee down here in the area, chimed in and said, when did we start? Mondays. I'm like, well, because Ethan's supposed to be here, but Ethan is busy. So, instead of Ethan, I have Shane.
Hey, man, you got the card subject to change, brother.
Yeah, you know, I need to add that to the whole spiel that runs across. Matter of fact, no, I'm not gonna do it right now. That would be dicked up if I did that. If I did that right now in the middle of it streaming and just hit card subject to change in the beginning, that would just be weird.
Epic.
But I mean, I tagged Ethan and I tagged Morgan, so whether or not they know they were talked about, they were brought up and talked about, and the history behind it has been aired. Okay.
Yeah,
The revolution has been televised. Okay.
I might hear about that one.
It's okay. Hey, guess what? Hey, look, let them tell you Saturday. I'll take the blame for it. You know, that's fine. And then, Morgan, if you're listening still, my wife's probably going to want to talk to you about your hair. So she's going to want to know details.
Straight fire, bro.
Stuff. Dude, I thought it was cool. I don't think my wife has seen it yet. But she's going to want to talk about that. But dude, that's just
pulls it off, bro.
Another person I got to meet this weekend when I come out there.
Absolutely.
Dude, I am psyched. I know Cole said he was coming. I think he got most of the AWL brand coming out.
Cole said he was coming last show. You saw how that turned out.
Wait. Here we go. I got to get off here, but I'll see you guys Saturday night. I'm going to give Dave Foster a bear hug. Okay. Hey, Cole, I'm going to hold you to that.
Yeah, he said he was coming last time.
Well, I don't know what happened with last time, brother. I really don't.
Ron, have you met Dave Foster yet?
Yes, I did. I met Dave. Dave was awesome. I love Dave. Great guy. He was so funny. And I actually watched him do announcing on video. When I get the chance to go to shows, I'm very selective about where I go. So a lot of things have to line up for me to be able to do that. You know two parts of my world. You don't know the other half. A couple weeks ago, I did a show in Maryland off of this just because I had to go up there and haul family down here. So I left Sunday morning, 1:15, arrived in Maryland, 8:30 a.m. I was sitting at a restaurant drinking. Or, no, I wasn't drinking. I was eating. I apologize. I had that backwards. I ended up coming back here at 12:15 Monday afternoon. I left at 4:30 from Maryland at 4:30 Monday morning. I had a quick turn and burn. I had enough time to enjoy dinner with my family and going to visit the in-laws for about a half hour. So,
wow,
dude, yeah, it's crazy. So when I get the chance to go enjoy a show, I make sure I know where I'm freaking going.
That's right.
Let's see here. Timothy Godfrey is on call this weekend. He will be unable to make it. Cole said card subject to change, brother. Health issue. Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
I do.
That looked familiar. That sounded familiar.
Yeah, I'm not going into details about that, but I think I remember what happened where he wasn't able to make it. But man, so we know the whole Palmetto Wrestling Academy is going to be there, and all you're going to give me is the fact that I'm going to get to watch Ethan beat the crap out of Donnie. That's all I get is Donnie Thornberry getting his ass whipped.
We all want to see that.
Dude, hey, and I'm going to start the Donnie Thornberry chant.
Oh,
I am going to start a Donnie Thornberry. I'm going to get that rolling. I'm going to piss him off. And I want him to know it was me. I don't care. That'll be great. because at all costs, he can acknowledge me.
That's right. Well, I can't wait to see it, man. It's gonna be ticket sales look just like right in line with last month, so that means it's gonna be very promising for me and for all the guys. I think I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see some things go down, and I'm looking forward to what happens.
Ticket sales. You crashed the freaking website.
Sorry.
The ticket sales crashed the website on the first 48 hours?
Yeah, that first day and a half was brutal.
Yeah. I got mine the following day, I believe. Do you know how well I can remember stuff? I really can't. That's it. Like I said, I remember Moody. I remember Ethan. Oh, dude, Mad Dog was awesome. I loved seeing that. That
amazing.
Was great. It was so fun. And see, that's the weird thing, dude. It's like some of the stuff that I hate watching on TV is better in person.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it's also better because I know a couple of these guys. You know, I know Powers. Like, I've seen Josh before. And, and I know Ethan. I've seen Ethan before. Some of these guys, Cutshaw. Love Cutshaw. Just a phenomenal talent. Why he doesn't have a contract is beyond me. And that statement, I'll stand on that shit until the day I fall over dead. How he doesn't have a contract's beyond me. Oh, the Rolls Royce of professional wrestling has chimed in. Mr. Brino Royce has chimed in saying, gentlemen. And I already know Brino's coming. I believe he has an extra ticket at this point. Because he was asking me about that. Hell, did I talk to Brino yesterday morning? Dude, my phone is nonstop. It's nonstop.
No, you don't remember.
Exactly. I can't remember when I know I talked to him within the last 2 days, but I can't remember who it was. And then Timmy said, "Please give me the next date ASAP so I get anything covered." Right on, will do. They announced the next show during the show.
Come on, Timothy,
So
you got sick time.
I don't think it works like that where he works. Off air.
Yeah,
Off
that's another
air.
conversation. Sounds like.
Yeah, that's a whole different ball game where he works. Yeah, that's like somebody tried to ask me where I work at yesterday on air. I'm like, bro, we talk off air. I'm not having this conversation on
Nobody
air.
knows. I don't tell people where I work.
Yeah, we know you work for T-Mobile because you get sales revenue. That's fine. That's great. I got no problem saying that my man Shane right here is your guy for T-Mobile. No dice. No problem with that. I'm not announcing that. Now I will wear this shirt, which is from my brother's electrical store, St. Mary's Lighting in Southern Maryland. Yeah, and he was like, "Hey, bro, I need to give you some shirts so that way you can wear them on your show." I'm
That's
like,
right.
"Yeah, sure. Go ahead and send them. I don't give a shit. I'll wear it." But as God bless, blowing up again. Who's that? Who the hell is Starkville Charlie? I swear to God, dude, it's nonstop. It's
See?
nonstop. Oh, see, look, sick time doesn't count when you're on call. So yeah, on call lifestyle is a whole nother ball game. Been there, done that. No thanks. Never again. If I never go on call again, I'll be just fine.
Yeah, I'm salaried myself, so I always have somebody that needs an answer or help with something.
The last time I was on call, there was an accident in northern Calvert County, Maryland. And I had to go out there and stay overnight and make sure that the electric company out of Baltimore didn't cut the fiber optic main line that fed 3 counties. I stayed in my van overnight, hot wired into the system. Yeah. And off of a shift and went right back into another shift. It was ridiculous. That's why I said if I never do on call again, I'll be okay.
Or staying overnight, man. I don't like doing that at all.
Well, this was long before kids.
Yeah.
So we're talking, way 2007, 8 ish. Yeah.
I was in high school.
You were in high school?
Yeah.
I graduated in 03, my man.
Well, I graduated in 08.
Oh God. Let's see. Heath Mulligan, does Shane know PCW schedule for the rest of the year monthly at the same venue?
Yes.
You do? Okay.
And then something big in the works.
It can be announced. It can be announced here when you're ready if you want. That's fine.
I might give you exclusivity, maybe.
Oh, it just warms my heart. I'm not rubbing my nipples. It warms my heart,
It's going to be probably the biggest thing for us. I mean, in company history. So,
man, look, everybody seemed to figure out different ways that they want to go do different things to get bigger exposure. I don't know if you caught yesterday. I was talking to Stranglehold Championship Wrestling down in Georgia, and they're involved with MomoCon, which is a big comic book convention. 200,000 guests in 4 days. They had a laundry list of people. Actually, you guys came up. Cole and them came up. Everybody came up in our conversation because we were trying to find people we both knew. Chuck Sloan came up in that aspect. Everybody knows Chuck Sloan if you're down here. It's like everybody knows George South if you're down here. I mean, I love George South, man. He's such a nice guy. He always thanks me.
Man, I could talk about George South, brother. I shut up. I love it. I love it. It's just so simple and such a warm-hearted person, and I love watching him work, man. Oh my God, I don't think I can say anything bad about George South.
I get the pleasure of introducing George South about once a month, and
honor.
It's absolute honor. And I walk over. And remember, I'm wearing a suit and all this other stuff. I walk over to where he's coming up at, and I hold the ropes for the man to get in. He said, "Brother, I'm not that old and I ain't that crippled." I said, "It's respect for you." I said, "It's not about anything but respect for you that I hold this open." It's you pay homage to those. You know what I mean? And George South is just a wonderful person. He always thanks me every show. I love that. Um, he's always nice to my kids, and the goodie
That's
bags
him.
and all that stuff. Dude, he's such a good person.
And man,
And testimonials.
the work the work I saw him do, man, in AML with the Dawson brothers. Oh my God, dude, he's just so the ability for him to be as seasoned as he is, involved with guys that are a third of his age, or I mean, hang on, a third of his age, and to be able to do what he's doing and the stories he tells, and the heat he gets. Or the positive response that he gets from people, but depending on where he's working. But I mean, he's just unbelievable.
Now it's every show I'm involved with that he's at, it's always a positive thing because he gets in the ring and talks about finding in Christ, and God, accepting God as his Jesus Christ as his Lord and Savior, and it's remarkable, it's heartwarming, and you hear the crowd getting into it, and it's just a really special thing. Um, I don't think many people could pull that off. I really don't. Not as big as it is. We're here in the Bible Belt, okay, and that's just what this area is the Bible Belt, and it's all about it. But when you get people paying money to go into a wrestling show to then be preached to and still accept it, it's like it's weird. And he gets people to accept Christ at these wrestling shows, which is a whole nother level of what? It's mind blowing how it works. He's a very infectious man, and I think the world of him.
Absolutely, man. That's another individual. You'll never hear me say anything bad about him ever.
No, nope, not at all. And my friend says amen, and yeah, brother, that's right. Amen to him. Um, and that's one area I don't talk about much, and I try to stay away from it because my relationship with my God is a whole nother ball game than your relationship with your God. But the reality is, um, that that happens, and occasionally it's one of those things. So, uh, we're not going to be on much longer anyway. But Shane Dorr, once again, my brother, thank you very much for jumping in here. I appreciate it. If you talk to Easy E, tell him we could probably figure something out later this week. Um, so we could get on again and, possibly him and I could chat. That'd be phenomenal. If not, I will see him Saturday. I will see you Saturday, sir. Thank you for the restaurant recommendations. But I know you've got to go. So, my brother, thank you again for being here.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you allowing me to be in your presence, brother. It's an honor. Appreciate
it. Man. I appreciate it. I appreciate you allowing me to promote your shows, man. It's always fun. Palmetto Championship Wrestling Bad Vibes coming at you live this Saturday in Lexington, South Carolina. Man, get the tickets while you can because people were standing in the bathroom entrance, concessions, and merch area because there was no seats left. And they brought in more seats while I was there. It was insanity. I can't wait. I can't wait, dude.
Crowd is wild at PCW, brother.
I love it, man. I can't wait to see you guys this weekend. Thank you once again, my brother. You have a great evening, okay? Give the little one a peck for me, and you have a great night, man.
All right, brother. I appreciate you. Yo, we'll see you soon.
Yes, sir. Bye. Man, hell yeah. Hey, look. Everybody's got families. Everybody's got lives to live. Once again, thank you very much, Shane, for taking the time out to step in here for this evening. And I just can't wait to I can't wait to be at that show. I look forward to seeing all my friends there. Wesley says he's been to Lexington. Man, this is a show you need to take the trip for. Went there for a 3-day Bible conference with Calvary Chapel. Wow, that is awesome. Wesley also had to say that it's very hard to pull off Christianity in pro wrestling. I would love to see him. Dude, I'm telling you, George South is at almost every single his pro wrestling show that I'm at. Everyone I've ever been to, I've seen George South. I'll put it that way. But man, it's cool. Timothy, I'm not a huge fan of being on call. Sorry, I'm watching and driving, man. Listen and drive. Don't watch and drive. Just listen. All you need to do is hear my voice. No different than when I'm an announcer. You don't need to see the package. You need to hear me. That's all, man. And look at The Undertaker talking a lot about his religion during his Hall of Fame speech. Hell yeah, and it was awesome. It was great work. I'm about an hour or 2 hour and a half, 2 hours from Lexington, depending upon traffic, my friend. That's why I have to make sure days like this, my leave is scheduled in advance by months at this point. I know all my bookings that I'm upcoming for, and if they don't get them to me fast enough, I can't take off, and I can't do the show. But let's see here. You went there a couple years ago. You knew exactly where it was. Let's see. Yeah, like I say, the Undertaker's Hall of Fame spot. I already mentioned that. But look, folks, it is one of those things where we're all chatting about the Roundtable Rumble coming up tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's being done at 8 because of how long it takes to get everybody home from work and work schedules and things like that. You know, it's crazy. And we're trying to accommodate folks in all different forms, facets, and walks of life to be able to be a part of it. So we're aiming for 8. And even though that's hard on my man in the UK, Luke Anthony Walsh, I know it's hard on my brother over there, but I want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to put their 2 cents in and kind of break it down. Sarah Hirsch, I seen she asked me a question, wanted to know. It is the Round Table Rumble. It's 3 words. The Round Table Rumble is what's going to be coming at y'all tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You won't want to miss it because there's going to be a whole lot of content about a whole lot of content because WrestleMania was huge, man. We're not going to break down none of it tonight. We're not going to break down how great night 1 or how great night 2. None of that. We're not doing none of it today. But that'll all be tomorrow night's show. I am making sure that I am getting off air now in this next 5-minute span because coming up at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on Facebook on #Truth, you got Scott Larson coming at you. And I'll be damned if I'm going to do anything to impede my friend doing his thing tonight because I need him tomorrow night on my show, or our show, the Roundtable Rumble's a community event. We got another project coming up where it's going to be something we call the Hot Tag, which is where you're going to have me and one other personality, and we're going to be interviewing another whole entity, just a combination of the 3 of us talking. We're coming up with a whole bunch of different things we want to do and a whole bunch of people we want to talk to. And there's certain people that won't talk to just me. They want to talk to more than one person. They want to divide and, they want another opinion there. And that's great. Or there's somebody that has asked them over and over and over again for an interview, and they want to make sure that they get the shot to get that interview too. Like I said, the Hot Tag is an idea came up with by me and Stravy Stones, my brother up in PA from BFA Entertainment. Be sure you check him out on YouTube. Look him up. But I've transitioned the Hot Tag from him and I's original idea of how him and I are going to do it. We're going to stick with Thursday night. But it's going to be whenever he's available, he's available. Whenever he's not available, if we do a show, I'll have somebody else jump in and take the Hot Tag and move it on forward. Just keep rolling with the interviews, man, because that's what this is about. This isn't about money. This ain't about fame. This is not about getting out there and making a name for myself, because reality is I'm set. I'm already where I want to be in life. I want to have fun and interact with people who want to have fun. And I want to interact with people who love professional wrestling just as much as I do. And that's the great thing about this. I've made friends with this. I've already got friends out of this. You know, that's wonderful. I don't do people. I freaking hate people. I hate crowds. I love wrestling and I like being in wrestling crowds. Think about it like that. I go to Carowinds or King's Dominion. I feel like an animal who's really pissed off because I just paid $50 to be locked in a cage with a bunch of assholes I don't know. Wrestling show's not the same because everybody's there for one reason, and that's the action going on in front of us. That's why podcasts are great, because all you people in the crowd, all of you people chiming in and chatting in, all of you are here for the same reason. You're here because you love professional wrestling and you just want another objective opinion at it. And you want to put your 2 cents in. You can. Your voices are heard right here on the Wrestling Wire. They're heard every Sunday at 4 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been real. It's been fun. And hell yeah, it's been real fun. I can't wait to catch you all tomorrow night at the Round Table Rumble.